All right, what is up, everybody? Been kind of slow putting out videos lately. Just been busy, you know, with the holidays and everything. But today we have a gameplay video between myself on the left and Russell Stelzer on the left, or on the right. I mean, I am playing a mono blue Hirudegarn deck featuring the Gogeta cards. Deck's pretty good. I made some tweaks after this that made it even better, but I like it. It's not, you know, the greatest deck ever, but it just ramps into Gogeta, does some cool stuff. It's pretty sick. Russell is playing, I know the glare's bad. I'm going to try to put the cards over top, and hopefully you guys like that. But he is playing a yellow Shenron Frieza Wish Leader. Kind of an interesting deck. I don't know a ton about it, and I kind of forgot. We filmed this game probably over a week ago, so bear with me here while I try to guess out what exactly his deck's trying to do. But I know what my deck's supposed to do. So, idea with this deck is to build advantage early using Minosha and what I like to call the leggy boys. So you're getting card advantage, you're drawing 2, you're getting another one, so you're plussing cards. Gives you blue energy to charge on the next turn, so you're always charging something that you don't really care about. I believe it's 3 or 4 objections in this deck. You're trying to get to those Gogeta cards as quickly as possible and just ruin their lives with them. So I go ahead and swing at him, get my plus cards. Russell just takes the damage. He doesn't care. He's looking for more Dragon Balls. I go ahead and pass this turn. So last turn, he was able to search a Dragon Ball with the 1-drop. What's his name? The dude with the laser, the bad Sorbet. Yeah, so he gets one of those Dragon Balls from that, and then he's going to be able to swing with someone and get another Dragon Ball if he wants to. I don't know if he's going to. He didn't last turn because it was the first turn, so he wouldn't be able to. It's been a while, boys. I'm feeling rusty. But he charges that set 1 Frieza. That card, you know, making a bit of a comeback. I still don't think the yellow Shenron leader is that great, but the fact that it can bring back some of these old, like whatever that card is, Returning Emperor, Frieza, or whatever the hell it's called, it's pretty cool that Bandai's doing this and, you know, making set 1 stuff still relevant, even if you're not playing the actual deck it was meant for. I really hope they start releasing some support cards that kind of fill in the gaps where those older cards need, or, you know, a card that makes, I really like the Broly promo card that makes Broly Evolves cost 1 less or 2 less or whatever it is, because it really made the bigger cost Broly cards playable, which is great, and great for people who have collections and, you know, they're trying to use the cards they've already bought and not just see them be gone by the wayside. So he's going to go ahead and play the, oh man, I need to remember these cards. It's the stupid bald dude, but I can't really see it. I know this searches for a desire card. He's going to go grab the Personal Ambition. I personally love that card. I think it's amazing. It's just a pay 1 yellow, draw a card, untap an energy. So you're able to do things like, I like playing that card really early and seeing it in my opening hand when I play Wish Leaders so that I can grab it back when I flip over. You can do things like play it for free to untap an energy to extend your turn. It's also just, you know, in my Shenron Boo deck, you play those. I max it out or I put 3 of them in the deck, and if you see those early, it just accelerates the deck to no other. So I want to play Objection here, trying to get to 5 energy as quickly as possible. We put 1 down. Normally I would try to keep the Phantom Flame Cannons because it can really seal the game, but because Russell is playing a Wish Leader, he tends to have a large hand early, and so it's not super useful. So I go ahead and charge. It also costs 1. I just don't necessarily have that yet. So I'm going to use Swing. Discard the Tapion. I don't really need the Awakening, and I want to get to the higher energy, so I'm able to Objection twice in this turn, which is pretty ridiculous and awesome, because next turn that brings the 5-drop Gogeta online, hard cast or 4 cost with the Union Fusion. So I'm again going to do another damage and just pass. No big deal. But I am set up for the rest of the game. And you'll see in my hand I got the Gogeta ready. Probably don't want to tap out for it, but depending on the cards I have in my hand, this deck plays a number of the Goku and Vegeta cards, mainly the at all cost Vegetas, and then the 20k. Yeah, it's a 20k vanilla. The 20k vanilla is actually better in the version that runs Dimension support Trunks that can bring it out and give it critical. And actually, Russell really likes that version. I think it's pretty cool too. I just want to try something different with the Gogeta chain. But the 20 cost isn't too bad for 2. If you know, if late game, get their cards down and just want to punch in, 20k is pretty good for 2. You can see me reading that Gogeta card because I think this is like the 3rd game of the local out of 4, and I hadn't been able to play it against anyone yet, and I've never played the card before, so like I don't even know what exactly you have to do. And you'll notice when I do actually get it off later this game, I mess up, and I'll highlight that when we talk about it. But pretty much with this mono blue deck and mono blue in general, at least if you're playing the control variants, the less aggro, you just kind of do your thing, charge, objection, play value cards, get hand size, defend everything they throw at you. Wait till you have your combo of cards in hand that's going to really punish them, and your advantage is so much further down the line, and go for game. It's not necessarily the most exciting decks to play, but I find it to be pretty cool. I like playing that style. So we're going to go ahead and charge the Gohan here. So I really like playing that Gohan card in a lot of decks, and I think it plus a flute is just amazing. You get double defense, double attack, draw. Pretty good. I ended up taking it out of this deck when I redid it. But so going in for the Gogeta, draw 2, discard a Goku and a Vegeta of the same cost. I got rid of Deadly Defender and the Vanilla. So it costs 4 and draw 2, so it replaces themselves. Also flips 2 of his cards to the bottom of his deck. And I think I get rid of whatever that purple guy's called. Because for some reason I thought he could do something. I don't know. I don't think he can actually do anything. So I think Russell's trying to make his sales pitch of which one I should be getting rid of. And he convinced me that none of them matter, I think. So we left the weird guy out there. But here we go. Got 2 cards. Discard another Tapion. I don't care. I'm trying to protect... The reason I don't need Tapion really with this versus this deck is that he is trying to go for a big combo and kind of kill me with a triple striker. And so I want to keep my life total high. So I'm not really trying to awaken. I don't really need to get to that, 4 life for the to bring in Hirudegarn's effect until after I've played the 7-drop Gogeta. And then it's just devastating. You go down to 3 cards in their hand, and then you float 1 back to the top of their deck. From their hand, they're down to 2, and then if you have any Phantom Flames, that punishes them even more and sets them back even further. And so this deck, once it gets out of control and you really get the Gogeta out, you're definitely like in a really good position. I actually played a version of this deck in our ARG holiday event last weekend. That was a little different, but pretty much the same idea. And I was able to come in, I think it was 3rd, 4th. I don't know who actually got 3rd, but I ended up losing to a Storm variant, and that's kind of the one weakness of my version of the deck is I don't run enough of those 1-cost 10k draws like Infernal Cell and Unbreakable Goku, so your hand size gets down low and you can't really defend against the super aggro decks that just go crazy on you. I think Russell's version of the deck that runs, I think it's like essentially 9 to 12 super combos can really punish the Storm decks and do pretty well, and he ended up winning that tournament with it. So kudos to him. Russell looking to get the last of his Dragon Balls here. I believe. I don't think he's got him yet. And that's one of the downsides to this yellow Shenron leader. And one of the reasons I really don't like it is, and really any of the Shenron leaders besides the actual regular Shenron, is that getting all 7 Dragon Balls early enough is not easy. And if you don't do it, it just leaves you super vulnerable. And your deck doesn't come online until you start doing dumb things with World Pieces and Child's Wishes and other Desire cards, that it's just, you're at such a vulnerable spot. And then especially with this, the Frieza one, a single Crisis Crusher just ruins your game and you just lose. I've seen it happen a number of times with people that are locals, and it just feels so bad when a 1-cuss card just locks you out of your entire game plan. So, I mean, if you're gonna run that deck, you might think of running the stuff that can KO 3 cost or less, things like Son Goten or some of the Gohan cards, and so to get you out of that Crisis Crusher. But so Russell's going to go ahead and attack. I just take it. I'm looking for hand size here. I'm looking for good cards. I think I would like to grab another Goku and Vegeta set so that I can drop the big boy down on the field for 5 instead of 7, which is always good. So I'll see how many Russell's got here. I think he's got either 6 or 7. I'm not sure. Yeah, I've also seen this version of this deck I'm playing. I've seen others running it with the starter Goku from set 1, the one that untaps energy, and having that be pretty solid too. I like Hirudegarn more. I just think it has a better. It makes it more of a the late game threat a little crazier. You don't have to run as many. Like, you don't even have to run the Shenron card, where I think in the starter Goku, you're going to want to run a lot of the Shenron cards to get that, untapping 6 energy in 1 turn or 4 energy, and it just kind of spins out of control. And I just think Hirudegarn, the card value you get from his leader effect, his super combo, and just Phantom Flame is just amazing for a mid-range and with these kind of big bombs at the end. So Russell plays the promo Frieza here, which is a pretty sick card. It didn't really do much because of my guy being already in rest mode, but still a sick card. And he's going to be able to, I believe, evolve over top of it, or something like that. I can't remember. But now he goes in with the that old school card that's going to get rid of any cards in rest mode or 2 cards in rest mode and pop it to the drop, and that's fine. It also now has dual attack double strike, which is pretty nasty. You haven't played that card before. Pretty sick. One other thing I really like about the mono blue is that dimension magic is just disgusting. Here you're going to see Russell get mad at me. We get a little too crazy when we play against each other. So I hit him with the Phantom Flame and snapped the card out of his hand and went to go put it down on his deck. See, he's pointing. And he thought I twisted the card a little too far towards my direction. I didn't see it, but Russell just likes to give me shit. So be careful of that. And I know the next weekend we played in the actual ARG tournament, I ended up just pointing at the card I wanted him to do, so I wouldn't, have that happen to me again. So good to learn, but forget you, Russell. You're mean. So I just take the double strike because next turn I'm looking to drop a big bomb. I'm looking to be at 4 energy so I can, or 4 life so I can untap and flip over. Russell's trying to push me down to 2 here, and I'm going to say no, 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 and get a +2. And I believe I already know that there's no more of the leggy boys in the deck, so I just say fail search and go to the next one. So he's swinging in for 25, I believe. Maybe more. So I got to go up to 30, 2 super combos. I do not want to awaken yet, so I'm going to use the 2 super combos plus a huge amount of hand size. And that's exactly where we want to be. So we definitely want to awaken on our turn, not on his. It would be a waste of time. Russell looking through his drop. Let's see what I do here. So I have a few options, I think, of different routes I can go. I charge the Gogeta. This may have been a mistake. I don't know. I think I have cards in hand that I'd rather have to kind of end the game than that Gogeta. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I think this turn I'm thinking whether or not I flip the 2 cards back into the bottom of this deck, or do I kill his hand with the big Gogeta and go for game. He's got 1 yellow open, so he can do things like Flying Nimbus. I can't do anything about it, and then I won't be able to kill him, and then I'm potentially tapped out or down in hand size. So I think I just want to flip his cards, and this is where the controlliness of this deck comes into play. Is the Gogeta, the 5-drop, it's basically like an old school Prince of Speed, which was already a great card, but it's got 5k more, it draws 2, and you can bring it out for cheaper if you want to, or just pay 5 like I just did there. And flipping his 2 cards away gets rid of his 2 threats, and then I get some plus, put a card back on the top of his deck, so 3 cards back into his deck that he has already been looking at. And we're going to combo. I want to get him down, get rid of that flute, get my hand up, pull the negate. That's good. Now check this shit out. Here we go. This was my ultimate play. Untap an energy. Untap another energy. So we're at 4. Or no, we're at 5 energy right now. Now check this out, boys. This makes me feel real good. Makes me feel real smart for some reason. Play that 7-drop Gogeta with a Vegeta and a Goku for 5. Tap myself out, but I have the Dimension Magic in hand. And you notice here, I had never played that card before. I took the Phantom Flame from life, put it in hand. Russell goes, hold up, hold up. You put it in hand. And I go, oh shit, put it back in the drop. And then he claims that I didn't grab the card, but we all just saw the card that came out of my life was the Phantom Flame. So, Russell, stop seeing things you ain't seen, dude. Get off my back, dog. So this puts Russell in an absolute terrible position because he's got to have what he's got to have, and he's got a negate, which is great for him. Gets him out of the old 1-2 triple strike. And he decides to discard another one, so only 1 more card can attack. I don't know really why he did that. I can't play more cards. I have no more energy. Maybe he thinks I have like an Overwhelm card or something, which is possible. But I don't run any Overwhelm in the deck, so... Ha ha ha. You don't know what you're doing, Russell. So... here he goes, looking through his deck. I think he's got one of those desire cards that lets him play something out of the old drop. See what he does. See if he even charges. He definitely doesn't really want to charge the red here. What he's going to want to do, I think, is be able to play a Frieza for free, get 1 damage in, and then go double strike for game. Although he doesn't have any combo power, so it doesn't really matter. I don't think I'm going to be able to combo out of just about anything he throws at me because I'm going to see 2 cards or 1 card, and he's going to see almost 0. So we'll see what he does here. I can't remember, so... I think this is the first time Russell played this deck too, so he didn't necessarily know exactly what all the cards did. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? put the timer on this boy. This is taking forever. Oh my god. Russell, hurry up. Ooh. So he's gonna use the... I see what he's doing here. He's gonna use that to give plus 15. Tap down one of the guys. I'm gonna negate it. With that, bring back 2 energy. This is why I love Mono Blue. Now, you just... I mean, I've loved Mono Blue forever, but you take a life, which pluses... It's, you know, replaces the negate, untap 2, and now I have a Mafuba in hand, so pretty much anything he puts out, if he doesn't have a bad ring laser, which he won't because he only has 1 card in hand, so he can't even activate it, I'm going to put that Mafuba on that bad boy, and then I win. And that's just what this deck does once you get the Gogeta out, is it just doesn't let you get cards back in your hand, and you just get killed. So, we'll see what he does. So he plays that. And I can't remember what he did. I think he decided not to bring the effect. But it doesn't really matter. Just going to hit him with that the old 1-2. He's going to go in for however much that was. I combo 1. It's done. He scoops. Gogeta, too strong. Mono Blue, energy manipulation, too good. GG. Sorry, Russell. Feels bad. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this game. We're going to try to do a bunch of deck profiles right when the new set comes out. Been thinking, I usually like to do the deck profiles with actual cards, but it does leave, you know, a lot of the decks come out before the actual cards come out, and we've been kind of slow to get them out there, even though we've had them, you know, built online. So I might try to start doing those kind of deck lists like kind of everyone else does here and there. I really like doing the actual full quality, nice cameras and stuff for you guys, but we'll see. Thanks for watching. We're going to be at some of the events in March. We are not going to make the Vegas one, I don't think, sadly. The prices for flights are crazy for some reason. I'll be out of the country, but we'll see you in March, and thanks for watching. Bye.